You know, when you really care about someone, you usually cope when they do things wrong, or you're trying to cheer them on like, oh, next time, or you know, oh, he didn't do anything wrong like that, you know. But I think we all agree at a certain point, it's just sorry, man, but you're a complete fucking retard. Last night, of course, Israel Adesanya faced off against Joe Pyfer, and my goodness, was this such a bad execution at the end of Adesanya. Of course, the fight starts. The fight starts beautifully. Adesanya starts chopping away at Joe Pyfer's leg. I'd be like, oh, great, powerful. Like, he's actually having a good game plan, as I said. Chip away at the legs, throw the body kicks, switch your stance in southpaw, throw the body kick. And that's your way to victory, But a vintage Adesanya performance. Don't hunt the fucking finish. Anyway, Adesanya started beautifully, chopping away at the leg kicks. Of course, Joe Pyfer, is loading up, boom, shoots the fucking blast double leg. Of course, switches to the body lock and trying to, dragged Adesanya down to the ground. But of course, Adesanya really good takedown defense, showed the strength. Joe Pyfer really showed strength, I felt, as well in this fight. Really surprised me with that. And yeah, all of Pyfer's takedowns are getting stopped in the first round. Adesanya's kicking the calf away of fucking Joe Pyfer. He's landing with his hands as well, which is fucking crazy. Adesanya is having a really good time when he starts landing with his fucking hands, because that's a bit of a bad aspect. And then Joe Pyfer sometimes whiffs that overhand and it slithers out of Adesanya's nose away. But, he's being very defensively responsible. He's respecting Joe Pyfer's power. We're going back to that in a second. And yeah, he's doing really good, throwing the body kicks at the end of the round. Joe Pyfer still got a takedown. Was a really good look for Joe Pyfer. So, moving forward, he... in his head, he's probably like, I can take this guy down. I have to push forward, I can take this guy down. And Adesanya, body kick, staying out of the outside, having the kickboxing range, chopping away that lead leg of fucking Joe Pyfer, because he's a power puncher. So if you chop away that lead leg, he cannot plant anymore. You're disabilitating his fucking main weapon, and now you can open up more. But you need to fucking have that lead leg gone first. You know what I mean? And it was really good. Even in the fucking middle of the round, Adesanya fucking jumping there. I was like, yes! This is what I want! Adesanya bringing back his fucking knees. That's one of the best weapons he ever had. Joe Pyfer eats that shit, by the way. Really, really good chin by Joe Pyfer as well. And Joe Pyfer has a really good tried to have a really good game plan in that fight as well, Constantly wrestle, don't rely too much on your power. Constantly wrestle. He's really trying to push wrestling on the Adesanya, and I don't think nobody has ever tried to really constantly shoot takedowns on Izzy. And yeah, the first round ends, boom, Adesanya 10-9, easy peasy. I'd be like, this is good. Adesanya, I'm gonna be honest, he still looked a bit slow because, as I said in my video, he's been bulking up a little. He's been bulking up a lot. He's 36, so some reflexes are a little bit off. But I'd be like, no, he's smart, He's a fucking veteran of the sport. He's a fucking veteran in kickboxing. He has 80 fights in kickboxing, over 31 fights in fucking MMA. So you have over 100 fights in total. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, he's a fucking veteran. He's smart, he's sticking to the game plan. He's 36-year-old, this young gun. Fucking Joe Pyfer's coming up. He's keeping it safe, because you need to respect Joe Pyfer's power. Pyfer sits down, you get a little bit of pack talk, you're in the fight. Of course, Joe Pyfer, of course, this fight week was very relaxed, very nice to Adesanya. Of course, he has his religion journey, I'm very happy for him as well, but he was not very the salty Pyfer as we used to have, Round 2 starts, Adesanya still keeping up the game plan, kicking that lead leg of Pyfer. Now Pyfer starts to fucking get walloped on the lead leg. He starts to get a bit frustrated. And you see 3 more big leg kicks or calf kicks. And that leg of Joe Pyfer is done. That was it. Just 3 leg kicks. Just 3 freaking leg kicks. Just 3 fucking leg kicks. Jab, low kick, switch to southpaw, then throw that body kick. Adesanya throws the body kick, throws the leg kick, and then boom, with the right hand. You know, he rocks Pyfer a little bit. Didn't rock Pyfer, but you know, he hurts Pyfer a little bit. Pyfer starts backing up. You know, he's getting outclassed on the feet. He's really getting outclassed on the feet. You know, Adesanya still looking good. And then, you know, sometimes, you know, when you predict fights, or when you are a coach, you know, like, this is the thing with fighting, you know, like, you can try to invest so much of, like, knowing how things will play out, but at the end of the day, if you're a fucking retarded person, then you're a fucking retarded person. Adesanya starts to fucking go into fucking boxing range with Joe Pyfer. Before I go into even that, I said in my last video, Adesanya's big main problem of his boxing defense is because he's sticking his hands out. But you know what? Not only did he still does that in this fucking fight, because that's why Joe Pyfer almost clipped him as well. The fucking switching stances. The reason why he also got knocked out by Nasser in the mouth off is because he was switching stances so carelessly. And because he's switching stances on like autopilot, he probably thought like, oh, am I still in southpaw? And then he sticks his hand and boom, you know, you're fucking orthodox. Now this guy can land his fucking overhand. Against Joe Pyfer, he had the fucking space and he decided to fucking switch stances from fucking southpaw to orthodox forward. You're going fucking forward with your stand switch. Now Joe Pyfer, luckily I think he landed the left hook. But if Joe Pyfer decided to fucking land the fucking overhand right, it would have been done over already for Adesanya. But yeah, going back to the main sequence. Israel Adesanya decides to fucking be freaking... No. He decided to be Pereira when he fought Adesanya the second time. He decided to be Pereira the second time. Oh shit, I heard Joe Pyfer. Let me fucking go in fucking box range. Let me have a fucking brawl. I'm fucking Wanderlei Silva. Let me fucking go crazy. I'm Diego Lopez. Let me fucking go crazy. You know what I mean? And Adesanya decides to go in fucking boxing range. No fucking head movement. Chin up. Chin like this. And Joe Pyfer, even though he was hurt to the legs, you know, he was hurt to the legs, but he was not hurt. He was not rocked like that. He was not rocked, dazed like that. So Joe Pyfer thinks like, okay, shit, you're bringing the fight to me. Fuck yeah. Joe Pyfer, left hook, right hook, boom, boom. Clips Adesanya. Adesanya, no fucking head movement whatsoever. Adesanya takes a back step. Crafty left hook to the body by Joe Pyfer. Waits a second, then crafty left hook to the head of Adesanya. Boom. Now Adesanya is getting rocked even fucking more. Adesanya go back to the cage, plays past him. Joe Pyfer teeing off. Left hook, right hook. Gets one collar tie. Uppercut. Adesanya slips. Luckily he fucking slips. He tries to fucking throw a right hand. It misses. Joe Pyfer trying to counter Adesanya. It misses. As Joe Pyfer is a bit out of range, Adesanya plants his fucking feet, throws his fucking DDP, fucking almighty punch. Joe Pyfer ducks under it. Adesanya, because, you know, every weight of that punch was into it. You know, he topples over his own feet. Body lock by Joe Pyfer. Topples him down very sloppily. Falls into half guard. Very, very easy past the half guard to foul mount. That was very disgraceful how easy it was. Just pushing down the leg. No resistance at all. You're not locking Joe Pyfer's leg properly into half guard. You're just slaying there. Full mount, teeing off. You have one choice: you give it your back or you stay in full mount. Of course, no, gets tee off. Fucking Adesanya turns. Joe Pyfer now latch up the body triangle, gets the back, trying to go for a rear naked. Adesanya squinting his eyes because, as you guys know, Adesanya's nose has been broken in sparring, and I think Joe Pyfer broke it again. Then Adesanya defends the choke a little bit, but yeah, Joe Pyfer got a hot 2.5 minutes to work, and then boom, Adesanya decides to give up his back. Joe Pyfer starts teeing off, and then Adesanya just braked, and yeah, that was the fucking fight. Adesanya lost to fucking Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer won by TKO in round fucking 2. Again. The fucking irony. I fucking said after the first round and the second round started. Now, let's hope maybe, this fight gets past 2 rounds, because the last time it didn't go well. Because I thought Adesanya had it in the bag. And all truth came out. No. I need to fucking look if Pyfer finished. I think Nasruddin finished off Adesanya earlier than Pyfer in the second round. But man, this is the thing with fighters. Like, first of all, again, Adesanya, the boxing defense is very sloppy still. It's very, 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 very sloppy. And now I'm seeing also no head movement at all. In the first round he starts to slip away from the overhands of Joe Pyfer. But in round 2 there was literally nothing. Literally nothing. Joe Pyfer up against the cage. Left the bridle, cracks Adesanya. Adesanya does this. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. Oh my gosh. Give me more? Bro, you're on a fucking 3-fight losing streak. You're fighting against a number 14 guy. You're on a 3-fight losing streak. You're perfect, and you're doing stupid shit. I was so fucking frustrated with Adesanya. This fucking fight. Bro, imagine Diego Lopez cracking Alexander Volkanovski. Imagine Diego Lopez, the first fight with Alexander Volkanovski, cracking him, dropping Volkanovski. Volkanovski gets up, and instead of being like, oh shit, he fucking cracked me, like he did in that fight because he was very annoyed, he got hit, he does this. Alright, mate, give me more, mate. Come on, man. Give me more, man. Adesanya. I don't know what's wrong with this guy, bro. Imagine Kamaru Usman with fucking Joaquin Buckley being like, he's getting cracked on the feet by Joaquin Buckley. Give me fucking more. Does this. On a 3-fight losing skit. Legacy on the line. You know what I mean? Title contention. It's just fucking hell. Adesanya, I don't understand. You're a veteran of the sport. You should not be fighting like this. You should not be fighting like this, bro. People forget, man. Adesanya, 36 years old, starts to learn how to brawl. Oh my goodness, bro. This is very embarrassing. Because it's not even that Adesanya got clipped and was like, oh fuck, No, it's like you literally threw the fight away because you're a fucking retard, bro. With all respect, you're a fucking retard. Bro, Adesanya, you're a veteran of this fucking sport. You should be fighting how you fought fucking Jared Cannonier in your fucking title fight, bro. Chip away. Instead, you're being like, oh, fucking hell, anime, I'm gonna be fucking Goku. Let me get in this fucking... Bro, what the fuck? Let me get in Joe Pyfer's face. And again, as I said before, Pereira got knocked out by Israel Adesanya because he didn't respect what was coming back to him. Pereira been 4 times with Adesanya, 2 times in kickboxing, 2 times in MMA. Kicked away his fucking calf kick brutally in the fucking second fight in MMA. Brutally. Adesanya starts to back up. Oh shit, he cannot really plant his feet in orthodox anymore. Okay, now he's in southpaw. The penalty step by Pereira, he is still using the calf kick through there. Adesanya starts to back away. Oh shit, Adesanya's breaking. Adesanya's not a power puncher. I've been there with this guy 4 times. I get overconfident. I've, throwing the shots through my hips. No defense at all. Adesanya cracks him, knocks him out cold. Adesanya kicks away the calves of Joe Pyfer, lands one good solid punch, which dazed or gets Joe Pyfer's attention, I would say. Joe Pyfer backs up. It looks like he was quitting. Don't get me wrong. It really looks like, oh shit, Adesanya's about to fucking finish Joe Pyfer. But the fucking mind of fucking Adesanya of not thinking like, hey, I fucking chipped away this guy's leg. This guy's backing away. But still, this guy's a fucking power puncher, you know. I need to fucking, keep it safe, you know, even though he's up against the fence, just chip away the leg again. Be at kickboxing range. Kick his fucking leg. Please. Body kick. You don't have to fucking chase a fucking brutal knockout. Break him. No, what Adesanya does, exactly what Pereira. Hands down, chin up, let me fucking brawl with this guy, and he gets fucking paid brutally. And I'm gonna be honest, fuck you, you deserve that shit. Like, Adesanya has been, I think for a lot of people, when it comes to fighting, very good, inspirational and stuff like that. Of course, I'm not gonna fucking hide away. He's a fucking weirdo with the fucking dark stuff and stuff, you know what I mean? And the things he sometimes say, and he's cringe. Let's be he's cringe. He's cringe. But man, bro, everybody was rooting. I know every single hater of Adesanya was rooting for him to win. And he throws it away by being so retarded. Literally, Israel Adesanya decided to be fucking Michael Chandler, bro. As he has fucking Pyfer against the cage. He decided to be fucking Michael Chandler. No fight IQ. And the thing is, as well, Adesanya looks very sloppy with his punches. He never looked really clean. And I know a lot of people have been saying like, oh, he's washed, he's this. Guys, this is a 35% washed by 60% fucking exposed. Adesanya, when it comes to his boxing, habits, as I said as well, never been good. But now as well, when it's been exposed, his jiu-jitsu has been exposed. I don't give a fuck how old you are. You know how to fucking escape. At least attempt to escape body triangle. You need to you get taken down. You're not even trying to get fucking underhooks immediately to get back fucking up. I saw fucking Yusri Bulgari getting fucking taken down. And he's fucking, instantly get underhooks, pressing down the head, instantly get up with his height. No, Israel Adesanya just gives up. And I feel like, to be honest now as well, like with his age, I feel like his body is fatiguing a lot. Like, I can't fucking believe it. Is this gonna be Tony Ferguson 2.0? Like, Israel Adesanya at the weigh-ins looked really good, but man, he looked fucking gassed in round 2 because he completely gave